Hello, 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 and welcome back. Welcome back. We are continuing our little series on building classic houses from Ultima Online. As I've stated before in previous episodes, I don't even know if these houses are still available in UO, but back in the day, this was all we had. Now, at some point with one of the expansions, I think it was the Age of Shadows expansion. It might have been Third Dawn, but I think the Age of Shadows expansion for Ultima Online brought in the customized houses. But before that, the classic houses were your only option. They were pre-built. You just placed them. So now, or when they brought that expansion in, they added customizable, so that gave you a lot more variety. We are going to place the other three houses that are the same size across the street, but we need to make a street. We're going to do it 5 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because that way it gives us a middle. And let's see, should we do little sidewalks? We should. We should have, okay, let me fix that. Keep trying to use E to close my, I'm a survival girl. I prefer survival, and it's hard for me to not. Okay, so we're going to leave room for a sidewalk, public sidewalk. We're just going to get this one section settled first. Then we need some grass on the other side of the sidewalk. Let's say, let's give it 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's give it 3. Let's put this back in. A fly bugging me. Alright, we'll have a sidewalk there. Then we'll have the 3 grass. So we can do street lights and flowers and stuff for the city land. Then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the street. 1, 2, 3 for the grass. 1 for the sidewalk. Yeah. Okay. Two, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3 grass and the sidewalk. Okay, and go ahead and put this all out. Now we're not going to use something that looks like concrete or asphalt, because as I said earlier, the time frame for Ultima Online, they rode horses. So they don't even have like carriages in Ultima Online. They rode horses, they rode unicorns. So we're not going to have like city streets or modern streets. We're going to have something else. Okay, for the sidewalk, I like the diorite. And that's pretty easy to get. And I like the raw diorite. I know PV and RC like to polish everything, but I like the raw look. So actually, that's, yeah. Oh, excuse me. I didn't hear that. Alright, let's get the sidewalk in. Okay, now I want to do this, and let's see, we need some, let's have some kind of division. Well, we could do cobblestone streets. That would make sense, just to have rock. That's what we'll do. We'll have cobblestone. But what we're going to do is we're going to use slabs. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to light it up with jack-o'-lanterns. I don't see too many people, not saying they don't, but the YouTube that I watch, I don't see a whole lot of people use jack-o'-lanterns for lighting. I do because it's easy to get. You can always use torches. You can bury torches if you don't want to, if you don't have pumpkins. The reason that I use the jack-o'-lanterns, which if you're new to Minecraft, jack-o'-lantern is just a torch and a pumpkin. You don't always find pumpkins right off the bat, so if you want to, you can just bury torches. The reason I prefer jack-o'-lanterns is, one, it doesn't have the smoke particles coming off of it that torches do, and two, you can bury them in the water, and they make a really nice soft glow. Let's look at this in vanilla real quick. Yeah, see, I think that looks, that's a typical road kind of a look for UO. And we buried the jack-o'-lanterns, and it's not giving off huge amounts of light, but there is some light coming up from underneath. It may not be enough to stop mobs from spawning, but it does give some light. And we will be doing street lights as well. So, let's go ahead and finish this. I was thinking about using stone slabs for the sidewalk and burying jack-o'-lanterns here, but we have the light from the fence, so that's not as necessary. And I know this is boring watching me dig dirt, but it's a small area, so it's not going to take that long. So I guess I kind of lied, because I said our next episode was going to be the other small house, and it's actually the street. So I apologize for that. It was not intentional. It was an afterthought. I was like, oh, wait a minute. One thing about doing this on in a flat map, I don't have to worry about falling through a cave unexpectedly. I do plan to do this again in survival mode on another world that I'm doing and recording, but it won't be necessary for me to record them then, because I have them here. So I'll just be able to go in and build them. Excavating is so much easier in creative mode. The problem is busting blocks you don't intend to. That's a problem. Now the house styles that we're doing are from Ultima Online, as close as I can get them with the conversion to Minecraft. But the Ultima Online doesn't allow, or did not at the time, allow for yards like this. This is a Minecraft thing. Alright, so it was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay. And again, if you are building these, the reason why light is such a big deal is because it does affect your mob spawn. And it's one thing to go out into the wild and hunt. It's another thing to have those critters spawning in your yard or in your attic or in your house and blowing up your stuff, and so you do want to take that into account. Oh, stop it. Okay. There we go. We have our street in. Now, that wasn't very hard. Alright, so now see, if this was a city street, I would have put like some cobblestone steps. I'll show you, just to show you. I would have done this differently. I would have put cobblestone. Well, we still could, actually. Ugh. Yeah, let's do. Sorry about that. It really won't take that long, I swear. It just gives it a little bit more detail, a little more definition. I should have just done that. I actually thought about it, and then I thought, no, we'll just do regular streets because Ultima Online, they're flat. But this is Minecraft. And if we use the stairs, it will also reduce the mob spawn because they're not full blocks. Now these slabs are not full blocks either. I know for a fact that if you use a bottom slab where you put it here, a mob can't spawn on that. But if you use the top half like these, I don't know if they can or not, because you can actually put stuff on top of them there. So I don't count on an upper slab preventing mob spawn. I do count on a lower slab preventing mob spawn. So this will be better because the stairs are not a full block, so the mobs can't spawn on the stairs and they can't spawn on lower slabs, so this will be better. The sidewalks should be relatively safe because there's enough light from the fencing right next to it that it should keep the spawn, if not non-existent, pretty sparse. I don't know if there's enough light to stop it altogether, but it should keep it down some. Oh, stop it. Let's go get the rest of this one. Oh, we didn't go all the way to the end. I thought we did. Now we'll just finish up this little bit and then we'll put the stairs in and you'll see. There we go. Okay. Stair time. Your glowstone is going to have a higher light radius or light level than your jack-o'-lanterns, but jack-o'-lanterns are easier to come by because one pumpkin will give you 4 seeds, and once those vines mature and they start growing pumpkins, they grow pretty fast. It takes a while for the vine to mature, unless you bone meal it, of course. But once they start growing, you can get quite a few pumpkins in a very short time, especially if you pay attention to them. As a matter of fact, I don't know how many times I have harvested pumpkins and turned around and half of them were ripe. I mean, I just finished harvested them and I turn around and half of them are grown back. So sometimes they grow back really fast. There, see, that didn't take long. And now our street is a little mob safe. Is mob safer. safer for slowing down mob spawn. Because, well, they shouldn't be able to spawn on this street. They can't spawn on the stairs, and they can't spawn on a lower slab. So, plus we have buried lighting that gives a little bit of a glow. So, this street should be safe. Now, the area next to it, you know, but the street should be safe. Alright, so let's do... let's find a good... What do we want to use for streetlights? We're going to keep it simple because I'm going on the premise that this is survival, beginning of a game, beginning of a map. Really like using nether brick fence. And that's actually pretty easy to gather. If you go mining in the nether, take empty buckets. You can't take water. Well, you can take water. It won't do you any good. Water will evaporate in the nether, so it's pointless to take water. But when you're mining in the nether, you can randomly sprout lava. It doesn't matter if you are... There's like a whole wall of nether rack, and you're mining, all of a sudden lava's going to sprout randomly. So if you just take an empty bucket and scoop up that lava, you're safe. So, netherrack is really easy to come by. So yeah, I think we are going to use that. You take the netherrack and you you take the netherrack and you smelt it, and it turns it into nether brick. And then you can make the stairs and the fence and the slabs and all that good stuff. Trying to decide what I'm going to use for the lighting. Okay, so let's look at something here. This is the sidewalk. This is the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If we put it on 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Okay, so let's do that first. One, 2, 3, 4 on 5, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in between. That's right. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's on 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's on 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's on 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on 10. Alright, that'll do. Oh, see how it's glowing from the jack-o'-lanterns now that it's dark? Okay, so what I'm trying to decide is how I want the light. I'm gonna go 1, 2, and we're gonna bring this out 1 on each side, and we're gonna bring this up, and we're gonna do block. Nope, this needs to come out. this to come out too. Okay. So we're going to come up a block. Stop that. Block. And then you know what? We're going to use another rack. See how it looks lit. Instead of torches and stuff. I need a flint and steel. That may be overkill. Oh, and it may set our trees on fire. Did not think of that. Stop, 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 stop. Stop burning my tree. You know, thing. Okay, so that's not an option. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, well, I may have to just go with glowstone. I think I am gonna go with some glowstone. And of course you don't have to. You could go with whatever you want. Actually, we don't need that much. Let's just do this. Let's keep it really simple. Let's just do that. That's a street lamp. Let's just do that. And we could even put a slab on top. Yeah, we don't need the slab on top. Okay, let's just do that. What? Get down there. 1, 2, 3, and glowstone. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Now see, you could also do wooden fence, and you could use jack-o'-lanterns and like put trapdoors around the jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, that works. Those are simple. And they give good light. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on 10. Oops. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on 10. Arga. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on 10. Yes. Okay. And this still fits the time frame, because even though we know this is glowstone, it could very easily be one of those street lamps where they had the oil, and they had to light it like a lantern. There, that's not a whole lot of glowstone. And if you use a silk touch tool to gather it, then you get more for your money, basically, or bang for your buck, however you want to call it. Okay, so we have street lights. Now let's do my little course dirt. We're going to make little bitty flower beds around the street lights. Just something simple, something basic. Add some color, some detail. That. We're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. Alright, and I think we're going to go with white tulips. And we're just going to do white tulips all the way around on all of them. On one of my other worlds where I'm doing a series converting like Sims 2 housing into Minecraft, I alternated, I think I had red and white tulips around one, and then I had orange and pink around another, or something like that, and I just alternated the pattern, and that looked pretty too. But I like the white against the nether brick. that are easily found in a flower forest. Sometimes you can find a section of a regular forest that's really heavy with the flowers, and you can find them there. But primarily they're easy to find in a flower forest. So that takes care of our streets. We could put trees as well, but considering we have all these trees in the yard, I think that would be overdoing it just a touch. So we're going with a very simple, very basic street light and just flowers around it for our city decoration. Okay, so the next episode, we will be ready to do the next house build. I wanted to get this done so we had the proper spacing. And as you can see, if you plan to do your build and you want to be able to add vehicles and stuff, this street is not near big enough, because your vehicles generally are 3 or 4 wide just for one vehicle. So if you're going to make a street wide enough for a vehicle, you're going to need at least 4 on one side, and then you want your center strip with your dividing line, and then 4 on the other side. So that's quite a big difference from this. This is just for walking or riding a horse. So this does not need to be as big. But if you are doing a more modern type town, then you're going to want, if you're going to want vehicles, your streets need to be quite large if you want to put vehicles on them and have them fit. Because you certainly don't want to do all these builds and have all your houses and then come back and find out that you didn't leave enough space in between. That would be quite frustrating. Been there, done that, not fun. So anyway, our wheat's grown. I was going to actually bone meal that, but our wheat is all grown up, and it looks like our potatoes and carrots grew as well. We have carrots. Potatoes aren't quite ready. So anyway, that's that. We will be ready to continue with the other side of the street. We have 3 more of this size house, the 7x7, and then we will be ready to go with a different style. There are 2 little workshops, and then there's a couple of little towers, little small towers, and then we start getting into the larger builds. So we will do the next small house in the next episode. And again, I want to thank you for watching my video. I really do appreciate it. I really do. We will see you later.